We are live.
We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
Run that thing, brother. You mad?
Oh, man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about, yeah?
Disclaimer! Run that thing back. Nah, man, stay there in your corner, man. Run that thing back, fam. I don't want to hear nothing from you.
We are live, as I'm saying. Mr. Blitztech.
Revenue GS.
Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
Welcome to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. review, Season 2, Episode 5, A Hen in the Wolf House. Spoilers ahead if you haven't watched this show. Well, yeah, you're same as us. If you haven't watched this show, you should be watching on patreon.com/thecybernerds. Watch it with us, man.
Next level tier.
It's madness. What are you guys saying about this episode today?
Calm episode. Obviously more events unfold. Skye finding out about that. But my real thing here about this episode, which I'm starting to really like, is these sessions Skye's having with what's his face? Ward. Like it feels like she's going to the shrink, but every time she goes to the shrink, he's just telling her the truth and nothing but the truth. Even though at times, I'm not sure if she's just saying yo, I don't believe you, or it's just that's not really the focus I came for this session today. This is the focus. Let's move on to that.
She's on a pure defense mechanism thing. As soon as man starts touching a nerve, shut up, Warder, starts getting all defensive.
You're exploiting what you say, a weakness.
Yeah, bro. See, that's exactly what Ward's doing, but he's also doing it by just telling the truth, innit? He knows that if he gives her the information she wants, somewhere in the back of her mind, when it all unravels, when you meet your dad, when you find out that Raina was telling the truth, she's gonna be like, Ward was telling me the truth, and then that gets Ward back in, or it at least buys Ward her not killing him, and that's all Ward needs to just, you know what I'm saying, to escalate the relationship to the next stage.
I'm just ready for that episode where Ward does this. And she's just gonna run to him. But he's just and that's what's so interesting about it, because obviously he's the bad guy, but he's doing everything right for her to be on his side later on, innit? And I just want to see how that's gonna play out when that comes out, and how that's gonna affect the team, the way they look at him and the way she looks at him.
See, the thing for me, I feel like they're setting up very well is Skye leaving this unit and going off with her dad, and Ward going with them, and potentially Raina going with them as well. I feel, for me, even this episode, they set up even more when Skye comes in and she says to Coulson, "I'll do anything to stop him. I'll do this. I'll do that." In my mind, I'm like, nah, this is an overreaction to seeing that he's killed people and that people have said to you that you could potentially be a monster. That's her fears. That's all of her insecurities coming out. Oh no, we'll kill him, we'll stop him. What's going to happen is, this is all obviously guess speculation, I haven't seen it. Maybe it gets left down to her to take the shot. She doesn't take the shot.
Woo.
And she goes with man. Get me? And I think something like that happening would be beautiful. Also, I feel like the character relationships in the show is one of the things that is a driving force, definitely in this episode. I love the inclusion of Bobbi Morse. Bobbi. My man's wife. The
Succubus.
The what?
Succubus.
Discount Black Widow. So I thought it was a super legit and entertaining episode, to be honest.
Yeah, I like the way these guys are always throwing deception our way, how they were making us feel that they were on the heels of
Raina.
Simmons.
Oh, okay.
She's always in trouble. Also, yeah, Raina came, was gonna be like, "Oh, I've got something over you. If you want us to do a switch, life for Simmons' life for Skye's life, just do that kind of thing." And that even I forgot his name as well, the director. Damn it.
Coulson.
Coulson. I don't know how I got man's name. Coulson. Man just already knew. Man had already something in place. The way he just wasn't flinching, I was like, all right, cool, what's he got now? And then she started squatting into the table there's 10 seconds left. Man didn't flinch, didn't blink, no nothing. And then we come to find out that Bobbi was actually another insider trying to help out. I thought that was pretty legit.
Do you know what's mad about that to me is like, even though I didn't know there was a contingency, I wouldn't have done it, bro. I would have sacrificed Simmons in that scenario only because I'm like, they want Skye.
More than Simmons.
Yes, they don't want Simmons. Simmons is just going to be a casualty of war. Like, yeah, we love Simmons. I don't want anything to happen to Simmons. But if it's a scenario, giving them what they want to just sacrificing someone else, you got to sacrifice someone else. But obviously, Coulson is the director for a reason.
That's true. And that goes back to what we were saying a few episodes back, where when Coulson becomes the director and this whole playbook changed, this just confirms more that it's like, yo, we always need to be ahead. Not one step, not two steps, but 3 or 4. Do you know what I mean? So the fact that he had someone in there and couldn't get past security clearance, boom, send someone else in. Mad thing.
It's actually mad though. I feel like they cheated a little bit. Just the introduction of this character in just one episode. Yeah. Like, bruv, they just threw her in this episode. Oh, she's head of security. Oh, we're breaking out now. Nah, bruv. They've got to set that up better. No, they've got to set it up better. There's no way, bruv. There's no way.
But they have been sprinkling. They have been sprinkling about this character. For the past 2 episodes.
Who? Bobbi?
When her husband.
That's on the Shield side. The Shield side. They've been him talking about
telling us about her.
No, that's fine. Talking about the ex-wife.
Yeah.
But in the Hydra, we've been in the Hydra base bare times. 5 episodes. We've been in the Hydra. Every one. The day that she needs to get sprung, this character appears. That character should have been with Agent 33 the whole time.
Like they Agent brother as well.
Yeah, bruv. They should have just been walking around next to each other. She should have came into a room, left. Oh no, we don't need you. Boom, boom, boom. Just in the background.
And then boom today. You're like,
exactly.
What?
We're like, what
if are those?
Yeah.
That you feel like what we call it, Shield, where Coulson's having these like plays, and you feel like a level 1 agent, and it's like level 10.
Yeah, bro. They definitely cheated with that in this episode. You get me?
I don't know. To me, it just felt like they've been telling us about this character without showing us.
You're talking about it on the other side. On the Shield side of it, it was perfect. It was perfect.
I ain't got no qualms with it, bro.
Boy, it's bad. But yeah, it's calm. I don't like the actor who's playing Skye's dad in it. Like,
oh wow.
Yeah, I just don't believe the whole Incredible Hulk thing that he's got going on. Like, for me, he seems a bit over the top, over dramatic. Like the scene where he's looking in the mirror and he punches it, and then he punches the iPad. He just punches lots of stuff, and I'm just like, bruv, like, I know what you're going for, but it's not landing for me.
Right.
Maybe
the best scene for me that I felt was at the end when he approaches Whitehall, and then he beats up those guys, but he's more that disheveled but contained there. Like he's a bit nerdy. He's fixing his suit. Like that. I get more than just the rage outburst punch something. You get me? Like I didn't like both of those. You get me? But
I'm liking the whole control situation they kind of play here, because obviously Raina was like, oh, you can't get out of control. Like, you don't know what happens. Oh, you know what happens when you go too far. And in the previous episode, they've already been saying that about Skye, how you should be in control of your heartbeat and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting if any of them freak out and see what the kind of monsters they become.
Yeah.
Whether it be the Hulk or...
Coulson kind of touched on that low key, because it's like, oh, we wanted to monitor you, but Pacific, like, you know what I mean, without interference or anything like that. So there's layers to both connections, isn't it? So again, man, it's going to be interesting when she fully finds out who she is, and maybe something inside awakens.
Definitely has to happen.
And maybe that's something they are aware of. Maybe that's something they don't know how deep it goes, how much control they'll have or won't have if once it triggers for her. So, or maybe they're using Coulson as a guinea pig to see how these things play out. But then again, they're in the dark because she reacts completely different from human beings. So it's gonna get dicey.
I just want to know all the answers. I want to see what kind of... that's the kind of stuff I'm interested in. What kind of alien is she? Where does she come from? I want those answers. The obelisk, all of that, bro. I want to know what kind of like stuff in the MCU it actually connects to and all of that.
What was the name, the original name they gave it to the obelisk?
The Divider or something like that.
Yeah.
Call it the Divider.
Again, getting plugged in more and more into Marvel world.
Get me? But yeah, man. Come.
Decent episode still, guys. Let us know in the comments down below what you think of this episode. If you watch these episodes along with us, you know where you have to be. Patreon.com/CyberNerds. Watch these reactions with us. Not just agents, anime, action, Marvel, DC, all them things there. I'm saying Mr. Blitztech.
Revenue GS.
Joe one further the Cyber Nerds.
Peace.